Look around you. The chair you're sitting on, the air you're breathing, the solid feel of the ground beneath your feet. It all feels real, doesn't it? But what if it's the most sophisticated illusion ever conceived? What if I told you that leading physicists, brilliant philosophers, and even tech billionaires are now seriously contemplating a reality that ancient mystics have whispered about for millennia? The idea that our universe, our lives, everything we hold dear, is a meticulously crafted simulation. This is no longer just science fiction. Today, we're not asking the question. We are presenting the evidence, the undeniable proof that is hidden in plain sight in the very code of our existence. What you are about to hear may shatter your perception of reality, because once you see the glitches in the matrix, you can never unsee them. And the first, most powerful piece of evidence comes from the bizarre and ghostly world of quantum physics. Welcome to Xendai, where we decode the deepest mysteries of existence by bridging the known with the unknown. Today, we are embarking on what may be our most reality-altering exploration yet. The simulation argument is not a theory of doom and gloom, but perhaps the most empowering revelation in human history. We will journey through the startling clues left for us in the fabric of reality itself, analyzing this profound concept through the integrated lens of our quadfecta blend. We will explore the shocking quantum evidence that suggests our reality is pixelated and rendered only when observed. We will uncover how ancient spiritual traditions described this dream reality or Maya for thousands of years. We'll see how psychology reveals the programmable nature of our own minds, our personal user interface, and we will delve into the metaphysical implications, revealing that if this is a simulation, it doesn't mean we are powerless puppets. It means we are conscious players with the potential to learn the rules of the game and perhaps even change the code. This journey is about moving from being an unaware avatar to becoming a conscious creator within the grand design. The first and most compelling piece of evidence lies at the very foundation of matter. When we explore the quantum realm, reality stops behaving like a solid, continuous world. Instead, it starts to look eerily like a high-resolution video game. Physicists have discovered that there seems to be a fundamental pixel size of the universe known as the Planck length. Below this size, our concepts of space and time break down. Reality is not infinitely smooth. It is granular. It is pixelated, just as a digital image is made of pixels. Why would a base reality have a resolution limit unless it was being computed? Then we have the infamous observer effect. As we've explored, subatomic particles exist in a blurry cloud of all possible states, a probability wave, until we look at them. The moment of observation forces this wave to collapse into a single, definite position. Think about what this means in terms of a simulation. To save processing power, a video game doesn't render the details of a world you're not looking at. The graphics card only computes what is within the player's field of view. Does our universe operate on the same principle of resource optimization? Does it only render a definite reality when a conscious observer demands it? The parallels are staggering and deeply unsettling to many physicists. It's as if the universe is a program waiting for a user command. But if reality is a program, then who were the original programmers? Ancient traditions have a fascinating answer to that. Long before quantum mechanics, ancient spiritual traditions spoke of this reality as an illusion, a dream, a divine play. Hinduism has the concept of Maya, the powerful force that creates the cosmic illusion that the phenomenal world is real. They taught that our true self, the Atman, is one with the ultimate reality, Brahman, and that awakening is realizing the illusory nature of this separation. Buddhism teaches that our perception of a solid, enduring self and world is a construction of the mind, and enlightenment is seeing through this illusion. Gnostic texts described our world as a flawed copy of a higher, more perfect spiritual realm created by a lesser demiurge or craftsman. These traditions, through deep introspection, arrived at the same conclusion as some of our most advanced physicists, that the reality we experience is not the fundamental, base reality. They saw it as a kind of divine simulation, a grand cosmic dream designed for souls to learn, grow, and ultimately remember their true nature as part of the one dreamer, or universal consciousness. They didn't see this as a prison, but as a divine schoolhouse. Their goal wasn't to escape the simulation, but to become lucid within it, to awaken within the dream. But how does one become lucid? This requires mastering the one tool we have to directly interact with the simulation, our own mind. This is where we must turn to psychology. If we are living in a simulation, then our mind, our consciousness, beliefs, and emotional states, is our personal user interface. It's the character through which we experience and interact with the game world. And like any character in a game, our avatar can be programmed. Most of us run on default programming, limiting beliefs, fears, and emotional reactions installed in us by our upbringing and society. These programs dictate our reality tunnel, filtering the infinite data of the simulation into a narrow, predictable experience. If you have a core belief that I am not worthy, your interface will consistently filter reality to find proof of that belief, running the unworthiness script over and over. The hack, then, is to realize you have administrative access to your own programming. Psychological tools like mindfulness allow you to observe your programming without identifying with it. Cognitive behavioral therapy techniques are, in essence, methods for debugging and rewriting faulty code. Visualization and affirmations, when charged with emotion, are like inputting new command lines into your subconscious, programming your avatar to perceive and attract new experiences. Self-mastery, or what some might call mind control, is the art of consciously choosing your programming rather than letting the default script run your life. By mastering your psychological interface, you gain the ability to navigate the simulation with intent. But navigating is one thing. What if you could understand the very source code of the simulation itself? That source code is revealed through metaphysics and the understanding of universal laws. If the universe is a simulation, then these laws are its fundamental physics engine, its unbreakable rules of engagement. The 7 primary universal laws, vibration, correspondence, cause and effect, and so on, aren't arbitrary. They are the logic upon which the simulation runs. The law of vibration dictates that everything in the simulation has a frequency, and your avatar's frequency, your emotional state, will attract like frequency events. The law of cause and effect is the simulation's perfect if-then statement. If you input this cause, a thought, an action, then you will receive a corresponding effect. The law of correspondence, as within, so without, is the simulation's rendering engine, mirroring your internal state onto your external screen. Learning these laws is like a gamer discovering the developer's notes. It gives you an unfair advantage. You stop randomly pushing buttons, hoping for a good outcome. You begin to understand why certain inputs create certain outputs. You can predict, with greater accuracy, how the game will respond to your choices. This knowledge, combined with a mastered psychological interface, allows you to move beyond simply playing the game and start to consciously influence its direction. You are now ready to synthesize these 4 proofs into a unified understanding. So, what is the undeniable proof that we are living in a simulation? It is not one single thing. It is the perfect, resonant convergence of all 4 pillars. It's the fact that quantum physics describes a pixelated, responsive, observer-created universe that behaves exactly like a high-powered, computed reality. It's the fact that ancient spiritual traditions described this exact dream reality millennia ago. It's the fact that our own psychology reveals a mind that is fundamentally programmable, like a user interface for an avatar. And it's the fact that metaphysics outlines a clear, consistent set of universal laws that act as the perfect source code for such a simulation. When you see that all these disparate fields are pointing to the exact same conclusion, the weight of the evidence becomes overwhelming. The proof isn't in a lab, it's in the synthesis. And this is the most empowering realization possible. Because if this is a simulation, it was not designed to trap us. It was designed as the ultimate evolutionary environment for consciousness. It is a divine game, a grand schoolhouse, a place for souls to experience, learn, grow, and remember their true, infinite, creative nature. This concept can be mind-shattering. As you hear this evidence, what's your initial reaction? Are you more intrigued by the quantum proof, the ancient parallels, the psychological interface, or the metaphysical source code? Which piece of the puzzle resonates most deeply with you? Let us know in the comments. Let's explore this together. So, if we are living in a simulation, what does it mean for you? It does not mean your life is fake or meaningless. It means the opposite. It means your life is infinitely meaningful. It means your consciousness is not an accident. It is the most important thing in the universe. It means you are not a victim of random chaos. You are a conscious player in a system with defined rules that you can learn. And most importantly, it means you have the power to change the game. You can reprogram your avatar. You can master the rules. You can learn to become lucid within the dream. The goal is not to escape the simulation. The goal is to awaken within it and to use your profound creative power to make it the most beautiful, loving, and extraordinary experience possible for yourself and for everyone you are connected to in this grand, shared illusion. The proof is all around you. The choice to see it and to act on it is yours. If you are ready to move beyond the default settings and learn how to consciously navigate the magnificent simulation of reality, then your journey with Xendai is just beginning. Subscribe now and hit that notification bell because our exploration of these truths runs deep. Thank you for joining us on the edge of reality. It's time to wake up.